What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Last time we started Act 2B, which has us with Agnes, Swin, and Nadia at Aramis Academy, where they transferred in as students from Rebiferia, but in reality, even though they are technically here to have a taste of what the school life is like, they are technically here because of a warning they got from C again. This would be the third iteration of C, who first warned us back at the Revolution Festival last year that the 7th Genesis would arrive, and is now warning us again about something that's going to happen at Aramis. So we're going to be investigating stuff here. First things first, though, we are in the middle of a request here at the school to return some overdue library books. So let's go ahead and get our last book from Lyle over here. Oh crap, I totally forgot. Sorry, I totally slipped my mind. This is the one you're looking for, right? A biography of Sheena Dirk. Yes, this should be the one. Julian said you needed it for help with something in your history class. Yeah, I've been falling behind lately. It's just that it takes me much longer to read than everyone else. I'm impressed that you're so diligent about catching up. Well, that's me, the picture of diligence. Anyway, yeah, it was mostly my fault. Just seeing how hard Julian was working made me think, man, I gotta study harder too. Plus, it's always nice to learn something new, don't you think? But I guess none of it will really matter in the end, since I'm planning to go home after I graduate. Want to give my mom a little break. Oh, it's so sweet, Lyle. Wait, hold on. Are you into me? Oh my god. Yeesh, you were doing pretty good there until you face-planted into the landing. Anyway, maybe try not to cause Julian any more headaches, okay? Yeah, you're right. I feel really bad about putting him out like that. I have to apologize to him later. Lyle's one of those guys that thinks any girl that's nice to him is just attracted to him. We'll make sure the book gets returned. See you later, Lyle. That should be all 3 books. Let's head back to Aria. So yeah, back to the 3rd floor then. Okay, prologue. The boy Auguste. Antipathy for the established regime. Meeting Sheena. War. Okay. Wars of ideologies. Public downfall. And then text omitted. Alright. Auguste the Thinker. We've collected the books you asked for, Arya. Yes, it looks like to be all of them. That was quick. Thanks for your help. Well, I did have 2 extra set of hands. Was there anything else you needed? Please say no. Well, ooh, sounds like you got some more tasks for us. Lay it on me. Well, if you insist, I suppose there's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. It's not an overdue book, though. Actually, it's a script. It was for a play that was put on during the school festival 8 years ago. Oh! The one with Van in them? A script 8 years ago, isn't that when? Was it originally kept in the library? No, there's no record of it in our indexes. My understanding is that the play was based on the Calvardian Revolution. However, from the rumors, I've heard it was a little controversial. I assume the decision was made to keep it out of the library because they didn't want students to have access to it. A controversial play, huh? Tell me more. It covered the 4 main figures of the revolution: Sheena, Olgar, Aramis, and Auguste. The goal was to depict their time before and after the revolution based on historical evidence. Well, some historical evidence anyway. In reality, it was a parody, adding in new alternative interpretations of the characters. Sheena was basically portrayed as an airhead, and Ulger Atkinson was so hot-blooded you might as well have called him sweltering. That sounds super fun. Yes, a lot of people actually gave it rave reviews for how entertaining it was, but at the time, there were also many who didn't approve of it. Thanks, Van. It must have brought a lot of debate. I can see why the school would want it stored somewhere else. But in spite of all of that, I'd like to put the script on display. All creators have the right to freedom of expression. Prohibiting access to it would be inexcusable. Plus, this 8 years ago we're talking about. Anyone with strong opinions about it doesn't even attend Aramis anymore. Here, I want to read it too. Guess only leaves the question of where to start looking. I think it might be a good idea to check the student council office. Oh really? What makes you say that? Well, all the documentation for past school festivals is kept in there. I just figured it might be stored with the rest. I see, guess you really were the right girl for the job. Well, because she already is putting 2 and 2 together that 8 years ago is when Van attended Aramis, and that was obviously the play that Van and Elaine and Rune put on together. Actually, I don't know if Rune was there. I forget if he graduated beforehand, and then they put on the play. But yeah, so... Do you know something about that play, Agnes? It almost seemed like you knew more than you were letting on back there. I noticed that too. Maybe like you've actually seen it before? There's no hiding anything from you two, is there? Not that I have actually anything to hide, mind you. Last year, the student council sat down and watched footage of several previous school festivals. The play Arya was talking about is one that was included in the footage. The ones who originally were part of this past student council, in this case, Mr. Kincaid, Elaine, and Van. I love them. Oh, now I get it. It makes a lot more sense knowing Van was involved. Yeah, he's not exactly known for coloring inside the lines. Anyway, that's why I'm almost certain the script is in the student council office. Let's try looking for it with shard search so we don't disturb Odette and Albert. Got it. Yeah, let's get to it. I would love if one day they, like, maybe in the final game of this arc, they, show us a tape, kind of like what they did with Towa back in Cold Steel, how we got, like, a small glimpse at that, but obviously they do full animations now, so it'd be great to see, you know, Rune, Elaine, and Van all on stage doing that. Is it possible someone threw it out? I'm sure none of our current members did, at least. I bet if Ren stumbled onto it, she'd put it somewhere for extra safekeeping. You think maybe they moved it to some super secret archive? It doesn't seem like, the current student council doesn't seem to have any clue of its whereabouts. If only we could ask some of its older members. In that case, why don't we ask Frederica? Considering she was our last student council president, maybe she'll know something. I believe she should be in the 3rd year classroom of this floor. Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's go ask her. So, I was always under the assumption, since Ren was only spending 2 years at this school, that this was just a 2-year thing. You spend 2 years at Aramis, but I guess 3, because I guess each year the classes are on each floor, so if you're a 3rd year, you take your classes on the 3rd floor. I mean, there's obviously more floors to this building, but you can't access them. So I guess it's a 3-year school. Oh no, I'm dumb. 2 years was Thor's. Thor's was 2 years. So Aramis and, what's the other one? And Genus Royal Academy are both probably 3-year schools. How should I know? And even if I did, what makes you think I'd tell one of Ren's crew? She sure is friendly. Ren's crew, huh? You're right. How silly of me. It was 8 years ago, after all. Of course I'm right. It's not like I was their homeroom teacher or something. Oh, Van's homeroom teacher. Mr. Powell! Man, figure would have forgotten all about me already. Nice seeing you, Mr. Powell. Forgotten impossible. You don't... Oh my god! Oh my god. I know he probably doesn't mean it in, like, the sweetest way, but it's still just, like... I can't. Aw, see, he cared about him so much. I'm glad despite everything you seem to be doing well. I guess we should try somewhere else. Thanks for the help. Come on, Aggie, let's go. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry for the bother, Frederica. Just what are those three up to anyway? Not very nice. She clearly doesn't like Ren. I wonder if she was friends with one of, that one kid. She was friends with that one kid who Ren, beat in the student council stuff. Dr. Powell. That sure takes me back. Heck, I remember it like it was yesterday. Van and the others really put their all into that festival. Not just the planning either, but all the prep work for the performance, too. They'd head straight to the student council room after class, and boy, did they ever have their hands full. They only finished the day of the festival. It seemed like a pretty big workload, but I'm sure they were having a ball the whole way through. So that's what they were like. But what about the script? Unfortunately, I don't know where it is either. I recall hearing some negative feedback on the performance, but I didn't think it would affect how the school decided to store their script. Why don't you try asking Miss Matilda, the school nurse? She's been with the school longer than I have, after all, and I'm pretty sure she was an advisor to the student council at the time. Ooh, maybe she can point us in the right direction. Thank you so much, Mr. Powell. Good luck with your search. I mean, this is becoming important to Agnes, too, because it's giving her more insight to how Van and the others were 8 years ago. I'm sure all three of these students here would be dying to see the play itself if anyone had, like, recorded it or anything. Oh my, that certainly does bring back memories. Could you wait just a moment, actually? Do you believe it was on this shelf? Ah, yes, here it is. This must be it. The story of the Calvardian Revolution. Sounds like a B-grade knockoff. It's got Van's name on it, though. Did he write this? He did. Oh, what fun times those were. Those three running around the festival that year were such close friends, too. They used to claim Kincaid was the most extraordinary president the student council has seen since its inception. Elaine was a first-year vice president at the time as well. And to say she was taken aback by the script would be putting it lightly. But in the end, she agreed to play the main role of Sheena. I must say, she inhabited the character wonderfully. Funny to think Van would write the character as such an airhead, though. Seems like he was taking jabs at everybody. He also took on the majority of the backstage work as well, though. I'll admit, I hadn't thought him to be the responsible type. Since he was in charge of general affairs, he decided to take the initiative by writing and producing the script. That really does sound like Van. But as you've already gathered, the content was a bit controversial, so the school elected not to store it in the library. That's why I've kept it here instead. I say we take a peek. What, right now? Under normal circumstances, I suggest we do later, but honestly, I'm kind of curious too. Swin. Oh, there's no need to worry, I don't mind. In fact, it gladdens the heart to know someone's interested in reading again. Never thought I'd see the day. Oh, and please give Arya my regards. Come on, open it up. Well, if she says it's okay, then... Wow, look at all these notes. He even wrote out all the stage directions. You fools dare to defile my sanctuary? Then the time has come to expose my master plan. Wait, what's with these lines? It's supposed to be be Auguste? Oh, fiddlesticks. I've gone and lost my revolutionary flag again. Hey, Olgar, have you seen my flag anywhere, around anywhere? Wow, they weren't kidding about Sheena being an airhead. Let's get some pyrotechnics in the scene. Reminder to ask Renee about it later. Look up the audience on this line. Laney, give us some real puppy dog eyes. Wonder if that was like a, you know, just kind of like a hint of jealousy. You know, maybe Agnes wishes that she got to go to Aramis at the same time Van did. After taking the time to look it over, the three left the nurse's office and took the script back to Arya. Alright, well, I guess we are done with our lunchtime stuff, so we can go ahead and get this started. So let's head back to class. The last bell rung as the group returned to class, and thus afternoon lessons began. And Nadia's headache. She's gonna fall asleep. But she's a genius, so... I guess being a very, particular assassin would mean it would be very easy to be a good basketball player. Oh crap, I've got work today. See you guys later. It was nice meeting you both. I hope we can talk more tomorrow. Sure thing, bye-bye. See you later, Lyle. I've got some more filming to do for our festival screening event. I'll be sticking around campus for a while, so if you want to drop by and chat some later, feel free. Sure thing, and thanks for sharing your notes on art history. It was a big help. It was no trouble at all. I get that a mid-year transfer is tough. Don't be afraid to lean on any of us if you need to, okay? Everybody sure seems busy. Clubs, part-time jobs, festival prep. It's like there's always something going on. Yeah, I know it was an elite school, but this is different than I was expecting. In a good way, of course. Aramis is a place that emphasizes freedom and flexibility. That's what's attracted so many people to it over the years. Yeah, like our new boss man at Specs, right? Elaine graduated from Aramis too, if I'm not mistaken. The alumni from this place are anything but a normal bunch. You may be right about that. There are people of all stripes here, although there was a time where things weren't so upbeat. Huh? You don't say. I feel like I've heard something about that before. She must be talking about the time when Ren was running for student council president. Yeah, and she needed Dingo's help to deal with, pompous-ass rich kid. Well, I think it's about time we headed out. School's over now, and it looks like everyone's gone to do their club activities and stuff. Good point, although I wouldn't mind wandering around campus with you for a while if you'd like. Oh, I am so down for that. The Adventures of the Aramis Expedition Squad Episode 2 is officially underway. Oh my god. Let's go around and play pranks on everyone. How about no? More importantly, there's a bulletin board here in the Alba district, right? I think we should do a few requests if we have the time. What? You want me to spend my free time doing work? No way, hard pass. This is what I normally say, but I kind of want to take one or two, actually. We weren't able to do any earlier today. Right, it's against school rules to leave campus during our lunch break. Oh, do you mind if we drop by the student council room again? Odette and Albert asked me to come, and they want me to bring you along too. If you're fine with going, we can save that visit for last. Work comes first. Right, sounds good to me. Oh, we got another floor to do. Just popping in with an update from Arctic Support. Further announcements revealed a new floor of the Martian Garden, so check it out when you get a chance, okay? Alright, looks like there's a green icon here. Oh, it's the request box again. Our after-school activities have been in a decline recently, but I think I might know what's causing it, okay? Looks like Roscoe left a suggestion here recently. Wait a sec, I thought only students could use the suggestion box. Nope, it's open to everyone on campus, faculty included, but typically they only come to us when they need help with an issue outside their purview. That must seem pretty unusual, huh? Well, considering Aramis takes student independence, I think it makes perfect sense. Bet you guys must hold a lot of sway over them then. Probably enough to talk the school store into stocking all your favorite sweets, yeah? Who do you think she is, Van? Not necessarily, although we certainly get our fair share of requests asking us to. Anyway, it seems the store is in a bit of a pinch at the moment. Let's head over and see what Roscoe has to say. I do want to see if... Before we do that... Okay, yep, there's a board. So I assume there's going to be one job on the board over here, because this is a pretty small district. Monster extermination, maybe? Yep, okay. Let's handle that. I think what we're going to do is we'll handle that. We'll do the new Martian Garden floor, and then we'll go ahead and handle the thing for Roscoe. So let's go ahead and do this first. It's in here, right? Yeah. Gotta run our way through, though. Actually, it probably wouldn't hurt to, Actually, you know what? Let's just do the Martian Garden first. Is this where Shizuna is gonna be added? Yep.
へえ、ここが噂の仮想空間か。想像よりも綺麗な場所みたいだね。歯ごたえのある魔獣も再現されているみたいだし、なかなか気の利いた場所じゃないか。私の剣気にどこまで耐えられるかわからないけど、早速遊ばせてもらうとしようかな。
I ain't looking to burst your bubble, but maybe try to rein yourself in a bit, okay? One wrong move and you're liable to crash the whole damn system. Don't worry, I'll behave. We just need to clear one floor at a time until we find whoever hijacked the place. The Divine Blade of Silver, there's no shortage of rumors about her, but none of them do her sheer presence in person any justice. Yeah, I can't even put a number to how strong she is. Crossing her might be the last thing you ever do. Aw, come on, loosen up over there. I'm just thrilled I get to meet the main characters of those books everyone raves over. Once I heard they doubled as a wanted notice, I knew I had to give them a try. Made for a pretty good read. You're talking about 3 and 9, right? I've read it myself, as it happens. As I recall, the publisher was only being used as a middleman, so they didn't run any legal issues. Even now, they're still putting out reprints. We saw them on sale in Crossbell too. Just how wide is the market for this series? Seriously, if we don't start seeing royalty checks in the mail, they're gonna hear from my attorney. You're just as funny on page as you are in person. Anyway, looks like we'll be partnering up for the time being. Fate must have brought us together for some reason or another. Can't wait to see where it leads. For sure, good to have you aboard. Well, at least we got our OP Divine Blade. Alright, how do I want to do this? I really don't need... I need to keep the characters I'm currently using in here. So, Agnes, Swin, and Nadia are for sure keep. Let me just switch out Fairy. We'll just do this, and then we'll leave everything else as it is. But what I did want to do... actually, I'm not gonna worry about that right now, but I do orbit. Here we go. Swin is fun. Actually, we can do this. Oh boy, Agnes, you need a... Well, because we haven't used her since the prologue. She's literally not been playable until now, since the prologue. So, yeah, she's not going to have anything. That's actually kind of funny to think about. We're almost, like, halfway through the game, and this is the first time she's been playable. And then Nadia. Alright, is there anything I can put on you for this? No. Oh, there is. I could. Okay, so just replace this action 1 with something else. Now I can do it. Alright, that's fine. We'll leave that for now. That's fine. I guess you could technically say like what I just said about Agnes not being playable since the prologue, like outside of the Martian Garden, obviously. Slay medium-sized monsters, okay. This place is pretty, though. Yeah, I definitely could have refilled everyone's craft points before running in here, but... Large, medium. And obviously, I'll probably do the same thing after this video. I'll just run this another 2 times in between parts.
以上の成果かと。
助かったリゼット。
お、宝箱だな。
アーツ攻撃を進めよう。新エリア到着。攻略を開始します。
Okay, this will be easy.
容赦はしない。
The next game is also a lot more specific with some of the requirements for these stages in the Martian Garden. Because it'll be like, oh, defeat 7 enemies in command battle, or defeat 7 enemies in action battle, instead of just defeating them. Why does this guy have such great evasion?
お粗末様でした。おまけだよ。燃えるね。
I mean, from what we've done so far, there's not really been anything that I feel like is going to be super hard on Nightmare mode. I feel it's like really like after Act 2 onward is where the fights will probably take a turn for difficulty.
危険度低い。皆様ご注意を。
Because pretty much how the layout for the rest of this game is you've got an intermission after this, then you've got Act 3, and then you've got the finale. So if you really want to count it by the number of acts/chapters, you know, we've done prologue, chapter 1 and 2. The end of Act 2 is pretty much like the halfway point.
任せたシズナ。行けシズナ。せーの。そこだ。スクローファイア。今のはいい感じだね。
ほどほどに頼むぜシズナ。
And obviously the structure of this game is a lot different than, I think we kind of talked about this before, but how, like, the Connect events in this game aren't, like, every chapter like they were in the first Daybreak. There's only 2 sections where you get Connect events. You get to do them during the intermission, and you get to do them during the finale. Is pretty much where the Connect events are in this game. Next game goes back to a much more normal thing where there's Connect events every act/chapter. But obviously this game is kind of weirdly structured because, you know, with the split paths, you don't have like a million characters per act. So it's like, okay, what Connect events are they going to shove in there?
かかってきな。頼んだ。そうだよ。容赦はしない。ここです。リゼット頼んだ。遅い。いい感
I'm still like, at first I was pretty confident that they were going to release the sequel to Trails Through Daybreak 2 this year, but now I'm still like, I'm like 50-50. I think it's definitely going to be announced this year, but they could just have it come out like a year from this one, have it come out February 2026. The only... I really don't know how to word this without it being like super spoilery. I imagine not too many people watch my playthrough without playing the game themselves first, so I guess it's not the worst thing to say. But there will not be a way to for Falcom on the Japanese side to announce the 4th Calvard game without spoiling the end of the 3rd Calvard game. So that's where I'm just kind of like, it would be best for NIS to get the 3rd Calvard game out before that happens. And they're going to announce the 4th Calvard game for sure by the end of this year. So that's why if NIS could manage a November release at the latest, I think that would be best for everybody, but it really just depends how long they've been working on that game before Daybreak 2 came out. I do think it's possible, though. I will say, though, if they haven't announced it by July, because obviously they announced Daybreak 2 last year at Anime Expo on the day of Daybreak 1's release, so they could announce it in July and then have the release date be in like October or November, and they can still manage it. But if July comes and goes and there still hasn't been an announcement for the sequel to Daybreak 2, it's definitely not coming out this year. Which will be unfortunate for Western fans because they're going to have to dodge spoilers like the plague come December, but what else is new, right? Alright, let's take out this frog. It is very, you know, it's obviously very interesting because every Divine Blade we know of kind of, well, I want to say most Divine Blades have a different element to them. At least the main 3 that we know being Shizuna, Rin, and Arios. Arios is wind, Rin is fire, and then Shizuna is ice. Obviously we have some other, you know, 8 Leaves users that aren't Divine Blades, but we don't know their, like, element that goes with them. But we also don't know what Cassius's Divine Blade title was back when he still used a sword. What's an EX change with Grendel gonna look like? Yep. Teamwork, baby. Alright, well that'll help. Alright, it's not that far in. We can probably, yeah, let's handle this in this video. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling this much more.
ざっとこんなもんだ
I keep trying to press triangle right when it pops up, but...
気をついたぞ 遅い 捉えた
In his school uniform, by the way.
ざっとこんなもんだ
Oh wait, I didn't even realize, dude, they have status art with their costumes. That's pretty cool. They made, you know, alternate artwork with this. Oh, you guys are new. I want to try and fight at least one of everybody. See, what's also funny about shards is we finally have a canon reason as to why turn-based battles happen. It's all about the shard-based technology.
よくやったナディア
Whereas before, it was just simply like, it just happens because it happens.
敵の集団厄介ですね良さそうな宝箱です
Oh, I see those spirits at the end there. Actually, you know what? We're gonna end things off here because who knows how long this is gonna take. So next time, we're gonna handle this chest and deal with the creepy ghouls over there at the end, and then we'll head back to school to handle the other request, and we will go on from there. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.